Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You know how I do. Make sure you log on to doggydiamondstv.com. That is my official website. Doggydiamondstv.com is my official website. Make sure you log on there. Everything pertaining to me is in the description box. So I need y'all to log on to my official website. On there, you're going to see videos that you've missed because you didn't see them in the YouTube feed, but they do exist. So you got to go there. Also, all my social media is on there. The store is on there. Everything is on there. DoggieDiamondsTV.com is my official website. Okay? And also, man, have you heard about my $100 promo deal? If you didn't, a lot of people been asking me, about this. And they say, I don't give details. Listen, this is the detail. The promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV. That's the Insta Stories, YouTube community, the Threads accounts, the Facebook and the Twitter accounts. I could promote whatever you need. Reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products, your movie, your YouTube. Whatever it is that you need promotion for, I can help you with that. So just make sure you hit me up at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. At Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Let's go. Okay. We here. Do I even got the phone thing set up? Yeah, let me get the phone thing set up while I talk to y'all. I see y'all in the building early. Y'all here. Vision 3030. What's up? Ville Hallway, what's up? Dope rapper right there. Black Pudding TV, I see you in the building. Just don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes. The real Mike Mountain, what's going on? Chad Smith, 5045, what's up? JJ, I can't pronounce all that other stuff. Peter Truth, what's going on? I see you. 716 Deuce, what's going on? Wally Digital TV is in the building. Sincere, what's going on? Oh, happy born day to you, Sincere. That's dope. J Mart, what's up? I see you. Borsellini D's. Uncle Pone, what's up? I'm gonna have the phone lines open so y'all gonna be able to call. The respected, the spectacular enterprise. Yeah, okay. I see you. JWBC Basketball 25. I don't know why they did y'all names like that. I know those wasn't y'all names. Insubordinate NYC2, what's up? Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes, Brandon Washington, I see you in the building as well. CEO Falcon, I see you too. Yes. Sir Guard Black Man 007. I was butchering y'all names this morning. Forgive me, it's early. All right, Tiger, I see you too. Tiger 903. Jay Sweets in the building. If I forgot you, say Wally Digital TV. That's a dope name right there. PMT 79, what's up? King Chops, what's up? AP. E&Y in the building. That's East New York if y'all don't know. That's important to us. I'm Brooklyn, don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Okay. I'm here, man. It's a little early. I wanted to go on. So much going on in hip hop right now. Some stupid stuff, some good stuff. Whatever. We're kind of forced to talk about it because that's all people be wanting to hear. But I want to talk about some hip hop today, so deal with it. Deal with it. I want to talk about hip hop. Okay? So y'all kind of gotta deal with that. I know everybody talking about other stuff. I know. But y'all gotta have to deal with this. Y'all gonna have to deal with this. Hold on. Station identification real quick. Hold on. Subscribe to my YouTube. I'm here. What's up, y'all? Hopefully everybody doing good. As for me, I'm chilling. I kind of like overslept a little bit. I wanted to get up earlier, but I woke up, ate some damn yogurt. It's a brand that's fire too, but I don't want to endorse nobody because they don't be paying me. But it's a brand that's fire. So I woke up, ate me a yogurt, laid back down, and I woke up at like 11 something. I went and hit my jibs. I'm like, damn, I want the people there. I went and I seen some people. I said, oh, all right, they ready. Okay. My bad. So, you know, I'm here with y'all. We gotta talk about this project, Light Years. Light Years. Yo, Don GF, I appreciate you. We gotta talk about this project, Light Years. What will we say? This album is 20-something years in the making. I think they did Nas's like. No, I wouldn't say. Yeah, it is 2025. Damn, the album is some years in the making. But I think the last record that they did together that I love was Nas's Like. I love that record. I'm not gonna front on that. I love that record. Nas is Like. I love I Gave You Power. I love a lot of records. New York State of Mind. Represent. I love Represent. The only issue that I have with Represent is that it sounds dated now. Like represent. But other than that, straight up shit is real. Then any day could be your last in the junk. That's just the lyrics on Represent is crazy. My favorite Nas and Preemo record. Why am I saying record? Like how 50 Cent be saying that shit get on my nerves, and for some reason I'm saying record. I hate when 50 Cent said it. I mean the record. Like whatever. My favorite 50 Cent, my favorite Nas and Preemo song is Memory Lane. That is my all-time favorite. I love Memory Lane. Like that's just my favorite joint. Legendary says Mobb Deep had the best album on Mass Appeal. This Nas album was mid at best. I'm gonna have y'all call in. I want your opinion. So let me go over here. Let me share my screen really quick if I may. Okay. So this is the Light Years album. I don't even have Spotify. I don't know why I pulled this up. I use Apple Music, but My Life is Real, Get Ready, New York State of Mind Part 3, Welcome to the Underground, Madman, Pause Tapes, Writers, Sons, Young Kings. It's dope because he had a song called Daughters that I really loved. Nasty Escobar Nasir, My Story, Your Story, Bouquet to the Ladies, Junkie, Shine Together, Third Childhood. That's the album. That's the album. I really one thing about me is although what I say about the culture might be unfavorable for some, or it might be favorable to some people, I could say what I want at all times. You know why? Because I don't have to ask for a favor. I don't have to look for a favor lately. I don't have to bite my tongue. And I'm going to be real with y'all. Nas is Nas. In my opinion, Nas has not lost a step in subject matter, delivery, poetry, cadence, flow, lyrics. Nas is Nas. That's not the same DJ Premier. And I know when people say stuff about anything pertaining to Nas, you get a lot of people with their panties in a bunch. They get real mad. They, I've got people threatening me. I done heard all types of stuff, about an opinion about music. About music. But that's not the same DJ Premier. That's not what we thought we was gonna get. We thought we was gonna get, because y'all saying it's boom bap. It's not boom bap either. I don't know if he changed his equipment. I don't know if he's just not in East New York. I don't know if he hang around too many white people. I'm just being real honest with you. See, music was made, and music is made from struggle, hunger, needing to do this because you starving. That's some of the best music is made when you're starving. That's not the same DJ Premier. It's not. And he hasn't been the same for a while. But people not gonna say that, because when people put people on a hip hop pedestal, as you should, when people protect people, as you should, nobody wants to be honest. Legendary, we gonna get there. Nobody wants to be honest. I don't blame Nas. Now, y'all think stuff is boom bap because of the samples or that's not what boom bap is. And this got nothing to do with Jay-Z. I'm not bringing Jay-Z up because Nas and Jay-Z, they two different people. I don't really be making comparisons like that. Like, I don't believe you gotta have salt and pepper or peanut butter and jelly. I don't believe that you gotta have opposite or antithesis to something. I don't feel like I gotta love Nas because I hate Jay, or Jay is better than. We don't gotta do that, because we allowed to like multiple people. We allowed to like more than who we like. We allowed to do that. And I think hip hop has become where you gotta pick. And then when people think you gotta pick, that's what made the camaraderie gone. Now, everybody wanna be number one. I wanna be number one. But you allowed to like what you like. You allowed to leave my stream and go to another stream. I don't care. Like what you like. Like what you like. This has nothing to do with bias, because one minute you bias, then, people always gonna call you a name, but they won't listen to what you say. And some people are so blinded. We want to shit, I'm a big Nas. I said Illmatic is the greatest album of all time. Look. I said Illmatic is the greatest album of all time. It ain't the infamous. Look, I made videos about that, but see, people see what they want to see and hear what they want to hear. And depending on who's saying it. Now, let me tell you what's happening in the culture. Why people are not being truthful. Many rappers are not going to be truthful because they have no possible way of getting their album out. So they want to be next on the mass appeal list. They want to be a part of the series. So they're not going to say, yo, I wasn't really feeling it. They're not going to say that. They're not going to say, yo, I wasn't feeling the beats, because Nas has too much power. And Premier has too much power. So nobody's going to keep it real. Me, I don't need them for nothing. I support both of them. I made a tweet that went viral of how DJ Premier's best work to me is the Group Home album. But a lot of people are not going to say the truth because they're scared to say the truth. They're scared to say the truth because they know if they say the truth, they're not going to get looked out for. Everybody, like, this is a motion game. Whoever got the motion, that's where dudes is going. Oh, Mass Appeal, they put out this. Oh, I love the album, Preem. Preem, you did your thing. Would you pick them Premier beats that he gave him? Now, Doggy, you make it seem like Nas is gonna blackball people. Esco, man, you don't fucking know him, man. Shut up, man. That's why I'm tired of y'all with niggas with their nickname Esco ain't like that. You don't know him. You don't know him. You don't know what nobody you do. You make it seem like Nas is gonna black. Esco ain't like that. You don't even know him. That's the problem with y'all too. Y'all know rappers from rap and interviews, and you start thinking you know the person. That's the problem with y'all. I don't know these people. Some of y'all have never even been in the same room and used to calling them nicknames and Esco ain't like that. How do you know what he like? What's his favorite food? I don't know him either. Oh, anyway. Yeah, because I don't know none of these rappers. I don't know none of them. Esco ain't like that. What's his favorite food? Act like y'all be knowing niggas and shit because you like their music. Sometimes you got to separate the music from the man. Dudes have blackball people. Hold on. Matter of fact, now that you said that, I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad that you said that too. I'm glad that you said that. Hold on. I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad that you said that because we gon' I never said he did. I never said he was. I just made a point. But I'm glad that you said that. I don't know if this is true or not, but I did an interview, and this is what was said. Let's go here. You know, I ride on you bozos easily. Y'all be easy work. I ride on you bozos easy. Y'all easy work. Let's go here. What does that title say to that video? When was this done? Because y'all love the 5 million video, but y'all skipped this. 8 years ago. Oh, no, y'all did watch this. Oh, it got 200-some thousand views. My bad. What does that say? What does the title say? What does the title say?
When this shit became a business.
Yeah.
When it
Let's watch this.
Art and it became a business, the powers that be had to control the business part of it. So they like, hold on. If this youngin get to the line, then he younger than us. He spit as hard as us. He gonna control the market. We ain't ready to give that up. And Son always thought I was trying to replace him. Like
he gonna go back to that, right? Like,
no, I mean that's what I'm saying. Cause like Clue take a lot of the blame for it.
Yeah.
Like Clue take a lot of the blame for it. They're like, it's because of Clue. No, Clue is just the face of Black Bull and Ali Vegas. Clue is just the face of it, but he ain't got the power to do it.
And running them labels, yeah.
Yeah, it takes. You know what I mean? Like Son, like this is an actual story. Dr. Dre, like yo, Vague. I went. You know what I mean, my OG Chuck are telling me, like Dr. Dre, like yo, look, we gonna go on the AMAs, cause Chuck telling him like yo, my son Vague is crazy. When he come out here, I get to LA, boom. He working on the Forgot About Dre joint. You know what I mean? With him and M. Boom. He like yo. He said yo, Chuck like nah, Son is crazy. He can rhyme to anything, like, cause that's what I do. So boom, he put the joint on. I got crazy to it. He like, oh shit. And then boom, we about to leave. He like, I got an idea. Fuck it. Cause that's what Dre do. Take chances. He like, yo, let's go on the AMAs and just do the remix. Me, you, and M. Bet. I'm with it. I gotta go back to New York because I gotta do these shows. He said, bet, go to New York, and then boom, we come back, we gonna lay it down and we gonna do it. Boom. So, all right. I'm ready to go, packs pack. He's like, nah, it ain't happening. I said, damn, what happened? Nah, I just figured, you know what I mean? Whatever, they made up their
Y'all can
script,
watch this
you
for
know?
yourself.
So then years passed, and then my man Chuck came up here. He's like, yo. He said, look, son, I know I ain't speak to you in a minute, but I'm gonna give you the explanation of the shit. Like, son was with Dre and told Dre, like, yo, son, they trying to replace me. If anybody, you know what I mean, anybody that's spoken with son, I feel like y'all trying to replace me.
Whoa. So, all right. No, we gotta get this shit straight. Nas has that much disdain for you that he's
I mean, son
blocking
just felt like,
situations.
I mean, he felt like I guess he really felt like I was trying to replace him, but or even if it was something deeper, the way like even if Trackmasters promised him something, you know what I mean? And
you ain't never fucked none of his girls or nothing like that.
Nah,
Like,
that's
yeah, because you know how that shit be.
Nah,
like,
you gotta understand, like I'm looking at it like I'm looking at all of them like they my big brother. Like
yeah.
I knew A and them before him. You know what I mean? So A and Fox is picking me up from my crib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They coming through in the SL like, yo, beep, beep, yo, son, come on. Like before I knew Nas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I knew Tragedy and I knew Gaddafi and Capone and them I know them from the streets. That's what I'm saying. Like my brothers is in the street. Like
Anyway, y'all can watch that on your own when y'all get a chance if y'all want to. It'll be the first pinned comment. This isn't about him being a black baller. I'm not saying that he is, but people who have influence and power in certain positions, their word means something. And the point I was making is that some people are not going to say that they don't like an album. Some people are not going to say they don't feel something publicly. Everybody going to play grab ass to say what they want, because history tells you that people who have been critics, who've given reviews of albums, nobody's more sensitive than rappers. Nobody's more sensitive than rappers. If you say something, I got a rapper right now that used to be in the chat. I ain't even gonna mention him because he's really not important. But he used to be in the chat. He used to frequent. I made a list one day. I didn't have this nigga on the list. That nigga had an attitude for the rest of his life because I ain't put him on the list. B. Dot every year does a list that just completely disrupts the culture. So rappers are very sensitive, as you should be, about your art. But sometimes people don't like your shit. And that's fine. This has nothing to do with whether you a gangster, whether you get money, whether you know how to dress, whether whatever. It's all about, I don't like the music. That's it. And when it comes to this shit, I don't like DJ Premier's beats. Period. The second joint is fire. I thought the album was gonna be this. This nigga using Spread Love, drum breaks. I was like, yo, what is this shit? You looping Spread Love in 2025? Nah, not me. That's just not what I wanted to hear. And I did another show a long time ago about Common and Pete Rock album being fire. And I said, this is going to put a lot of pressure on Nas and DJ Premier because this shit is fire. I like the way they did this. I like the way people get together and bang out an album. I just don't like DJ Premier. Nas did nothing wrong. Nas did nothing wrong. Nas did nothing wrong, but I don't like the production. I don't like it. That's that. I don't like it. If you like it, fine. But all of this, you a hater and what about, yo, the way some of y'all are going, if you promoted your man, if you promoted your homie, if you promoted yourself, the way you going at people for not liking the production, you be further, your man to be further, your crew will be further. The way y'all are going in people comments and going up and down the internet, arguing with people because they don't like production is insane to me. And then y'all got the nerve to be arguing and y'all got the nerve to be running your mouth. And then I go look at your Twitter or whatever the case may be. Your website don't even work. You don't even got your shit together, but you arguing. You arguing. This is berserk to me. Yo, get your shit together. Make sure your website is functioning. Make sure a lot of your shit is right and exact. Make sure your homeboy is this, that, and the third before you arguing. Because there's people, I think, that's searching the topic just to argue. Just to argue the topic. Yo, some people don't like the production. I don't. And a lot of people don't like it. Nas is Nas. That man can't spit a corny rhyme if he tried. He can't spit a corny concept if he tried. I hear Nas make beats that I don't like dope, but this is not an up-and-coming producer. This is so-called Mount Rushmore of producers. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I don't hear it. I didn't hear it, and I'm going to say that. I don't care. I don't need a Premier this or, Preem. I don't need all that. I don't dick ride nobody. I'm going to be honest. That's why a lot of people, y'all don't even know that a lot of people hit me for my honesty because they can't say what I can say. The beats just ain't dope. That's that. I know y'all be sitting there bopping your head. Man, I played that shit one time. I was like, hold on, no, am I tripping? Played it again. I was like, nah. I ain't doing it. But anyway, there goes the number. Y'all could call in. I'm accepting all callers. All I ask you to do when you call in, watch your language. The number is 516-218-6898. 516-218-6898. And I'm not saying Nas I'm not saying Nas is a blackballer. He gonna blackball somebody. I'm not saying none of that. That's not what I'm saying, because that's not my story. I'm just saying people be fearful of being truthful about the culture because they want a favor. This is a favor game. This is if I upset him. These dudes be gatekeepers. You think somebody gonna be honest about something if they scared that and they know they a veteran and they want to get on they want to get on Mass Appeal or something like that. You think you gonna get on Mass Appeal if you said the Top Dog didn't have a good album? You think you getting signed? So people gonna be quiet. A lot of these people don't have no way of getting no record deal or getting on. And that whatever getting on is. We got a caller. 333, what's your name, where you calling from? 337, what's your name, where you calling from?
What's happening, man? This Fred from Louisiana.
Yeah, I messed you up, Fred. What's going on? So what you think about the album?
Not much, man. It's I kind of feel you, man. I mean, one of the KD albums that he did, with old boy, you wasn't feeling the beats, and I kind of feel you on that, but I wasn't agreeing with you. But something is missing with this one, bro. Something missing. It's like the beats are cool, but it's something missing. There's soul in it. It's not really snatching me, Like you said, Nas did his thing, and he's Nas. He always gonna come through. I mean, you give him a bag of rocks to rap over, he gonna do something,
Right,
but the
right.
beats is like something. Yeah, something was missing with it. Only thing I got with Nas was the song with him dedicating to the hip hop women, and he was shouting out "Sexy Red" and this and that. talking about that he turned me off with that, you know. But other than that, Nas, I got no problem. But yeah, the beats was missing something. It's like that soul is something was missing.
You summed it
I
up.
don't know.
You summed it up. You summed
man.
it up. I think that's the best thing. Soul. I think the soul was missing. I think that grit was missing. That, you know, yeah, whatever. All right, fam. Thank you. Thank you,
All right,
fam.
man.
Let me get some more callers in. I appreciate you.
All right, man.
Yep. All right. Yeah. (647). What's your name? Where you calling from?
Sorry?
647. What's your name? Where you call? What you mean? Sorry, you called me, man.
Oh, KG. I didn't know I got through, man. KG.
I'm like, sorry. What do you mean? What's up? What's going on?
KG from Toronto.
Toronto in the building. All right, the T-Dot. What you thought about the album?
Man, I thought it was hype. I thought my take on it was that he's showing like how hip hop from its infancy was light years ahead. Like the writers, the song Pause Tapes. He was showing the album was showing how we were ahead of their time, and now Nas is an entrepreneur. It's showing light years. Like people, you gotta have a mature mind to understand the concept of the album.
Okay, what does that have to do with playing the music and liking the music?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the album's a good album.
Okay, I mean, I'm not here to argue your opinion. You know.
No, people are saying that it's not a good album, but I'm saying the mindset of the album is just for mature heads. I feel like it's a 50-year-old Illmatic album.
You tripping? 50-year-old Illmatic?
Yeah, because AZ's on it.
Okay.
It's from a mature standpoint, is what I'm saying, boss.
Okay, niggas is in their 50s and Premier's almost 60. Of course it's gonna be mature. I'm just saying, of course it's gonna be mature. But when you saying like you, I think I don't know. I mean, but then again, I'm not here to argue your opinion.
Can I just say one thing, Doggie? I respect you, man. I follow you all the way from Toronto. I got mad love for you. You keep it real, and I'm just a real head, man.
Okay. All right.
Love from Toronto, man.
All right. Peace, man. Thank you. Thank you for calling.
Peace.
All right. Hey, he said it's Illmatic. 647. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, it's DN here from Toronto.
Oh, what's going on with Toronto? We got Toronto in the building today. This is second caller.
Yeah, man. We are loyal followers, man. Well, I won't say followers, but we tune into the Doggie Diamonds, man.
All right, man. So you know what? I gotta start showing more.
You've been on the play for the longest.
Yeah, I gotta start showing more love to Toronto, then, man. Shout out to all my people up in the T-Dot. I got some people up there too. So, what you thought about the album?
Okay, so now number one, I'm an artist myself. A brass tacks. We're known in the city here.
Okay.
Now, I find that the 4-bar loop and the 8-bar loop, there's no need for it anymore. This is lazy production.
Okay.
Because it's just programming and ritual, and the individuals that used to do the trance and all that kind of stuff, like I'm talking about ancient shaman, they would use repetition and loops just to keep your mind tuned into a certain frequency. And the loop has a beginning and end, a ceiling, and it just keeps us trapped in a thought modality. Number one. And for artists' sake, we have way too much tech now and too much access to instruments to be still sampling old loops and coming with old melodies. We haven't even created a new melody in how many years now? 50 years?
Yeah.
So I think the album was very mid. I think there was 4 tracks on it that was good, that were solid. The rest of them, the lazy production. Lazy. Nas is Nas. So you know Nas is like, he's Mount Rushmore himself, but the rest of the thing, I wasn't feeling it at all. And I'm taking a lot of flack because I'm making my opinions public and people don't like what I'm saying because I'm not just following the cookie cutter, right?
Yeah, yeah. You make your opinion public with this, boy. Motherfucker be outside your house or something like that. Like this is like blasphemy in hip hop to say stuff.
I'm ready for all the smoke because these guys, the lyrical content has been degraded so much so that we were using mumble rap even became a thing. How could mumble rap become a thing when rap is about lyrics? And mumble rap became a thing because the lyrics were so garbage. But now the beats, now we have no excuse. We have no excuse to have these beats so garbage these days. Well, I won't say garbage, but I'll say like so repetitive and so lackluster, not original. Like we're just babysitting 4 bars.
Right. I got you. All right, bro. Thank you for calling in. Yo,
Before
appreciate
you let me go, I want to
Uh-huh.
send you some stuff, a care package, but I don't have the Patreon stuff. So can we do like some other way?
Just could you DM me at Doggie Diamonds, and then I'll give you all the info, because I got every other. I got Venmo, I got Zelle, I got everything. You know what I'm saying? So
100.
yeah.
100. I'll link
Okay.
you and then we'll sort out.
Okay.
Maximum respect, King.
Thank you. Yo. This from the town. 347. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Doggy? This is Hollywood out of Jersey.
Jersey in the building. What you got 347 for? Are you in Jersey with 347?
You know how we are out here. We jump from Brooklyn, Jersey, Queens, same number.
Got you.
How are you, my brother?
I'm great. What you thought about the album?
Man, we from the same era, so we probably think the same way. And, you have a technical background with the beats and stuff. So I wanted to come into it from that angle.
Okay.
So basically, Premier, his ear is off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you come into that first song, the way those pianos and those chops sound,
mm-hmm.
he's not mixing his stuff properly.
Mm-hmm.
And even all the sounds, it's not glued together. I don't know if it's when he left D&D Studios, but the analog component isn't there anymore.
Mm.
The swing on his beats isn't the same. And the science is gone.
Yo, bro, you said, hold on, I got to cut you 1 second. You said the swing. Oh, my God. I'm ready to end the show. You said the most important word for any producer that's listening. The swing. We know about the swing, the 1/16 triplet, the 1/16, the 132, the double time. Put it up to... Put the beat.
That's right.
A beat that's 90 beats per minute. Put it to 180 and turn the quantizing down. Instead of it being 1/16 triplet, you put it on 1/8 triplet. Yes, go ahead.
Right, and because I've heard you talk about beats so much over the years,
mm-hmm.
but with this one, I was like, you know what, I gotta call him because I know he knows. So even on that second track, right? If you come in on that second track, it's stiff.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's a mess. It's like a white dude made it and he brought it to you and like, hey, this is cool. And you're like, your feel isn't, it's just, I think the analog component is gone. He's not running. And then if you know this from the credits, where's Eddie Sancho? All the people that he was around, that there was more than Premier that was making that sound. And if you look at the last 10 years when D&D closed, you don't have the same engineers
Eddie didn't
around.
mix this?
Eddie's nowhere near this. If you look in the credits, there's no Eddie Sancho. You even have a track on this mixed by Parks from Joe Budden. There's one track mixed by him.
Oh.
So if there's a track mixed by him, that already lets you know who's mixing the rest of this stuff and who's around. Like you said, disrespect, you're saying there's a lot of white people around. Well, Ian Schwartzman is his manager now.
That's Joe Budden's Cook. Go ahead, Cook. Oh, this is his show. I'm going to be quiet. Go ahead, Cook. Keep cooking. Because no.
Because I'm a Premier aficionado. So, we both come from the same era. So, how when back in the 90s, when stuff used to come on, you immediately know. So with Premier, even coming back to this, where are the noise? Where are the weird sounds? Where are the water drops? Where are the screams? All the stuff that made him cool, we wanted some of that stuff. It's not saying that you have to stay there, but it's just he's to a point now where even if you go to the new Dre album, they're all doing stuff that we don't want. They don't understand what we want. You still have to give the people what they want. And Nas was amazing. I mean, so this is some of the best rapping, ever that he's done.
Love it.
Concepts, but it's just Premier. Yeah, he's just lost the sound, and he needs to. I don't know if they need to go back to the old equipment, the 950s, the 3000, the 60s. I don't know, but he's on the MPC Renaissance now. He's all digital, because even when you look at his studio now, he's all digital. He's on a Pro Tools digital board, and it's affected his sound.
Mm.
His swing, everything. It's just not. It's not things that we're just always looking for Premier, whether as simple as it is or as complex or as weird as it is. He has to do those things, and there's none of those things that made your face screw up that made us fall in love with him.
Right,
you know?
right. Because Premier used to make that music where if you listen to the MOP, if you listen to any of that stuff, it's just like listen to Brownsville by MOP. Imagine Nas rhyming to that. And for the people, those beats don't sound dated to me. Not in my opinion.
Never.
They don't sound dated. Those
never.
That's that hip hop. Because think about this, right? People say the beats sound dated, right?
Mm-hmm.
But those are what he's playing at his shows. So how are they dated if it's a stadium full of people and he's playing those beats? So they can't sound dated if that's what everybody wants. I bet you he can't play none of these. When he premiered that Nas record at that show, everybody was like, okay, whatever.
Right. You talking about last week when they
I was like, okay, this is the first joint. Okay.
You're right. No, and it's I'm glad because, dude, you know your stuff. If you go to those MOP records, Breaking the Rules, even the Warriors album, all those beats. If he came out with those, if it sounded like the Warriors album, Premier can never be dated if he's doing Premier. When Premier's trying to do this new. I don't know. It seems like he's trying to be Dre, right? He's cleaned up his sound.
It did sound too clean. I was going to say that too. It sounds too clean. There was no grit to it. It was nothing to it that made me get Queensbridge. It was nothing. I don't know. I got Malibu. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get Queensbridge. I didn't get Premier in East New York. And that's what's supposed to be done if y'all gonna take us to this, But let me get some more callers. And I appreciate your call,
you have a good one, my brother.
Yes,
I love your show.
Keep
doing what you're doing. I'm a big supporter, and I'm gonna be listening, man. You have a good one.
Thank you. I was gonna say a lot of stuff, but he said it. Him and Joe Budden got the same manager, and Parks mixing Nas and Premier. What do Parks know about that sound? I'm just saying. You got to know the sound. You got to know the artist. And I'm telling you, when the swing is gone, the beat don't matter. Hold on 1 second. 609, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, beloved. This is God. All I want to say is, man, I've been following Nas for a very long time. I love his lyrics.
Go ahead.
Preemo, on the other hand, dropped the ball on this right here. It's like 3 or 4 tracks that's fire. But not even really fire, but subpar. But I think that they lack that melodic, melodic sound that Nas like to flow with a bass line. Like what's that? All the New York State of Mind is like fire, except for this one. I don't understand where they went. And I know AZ didn't sign off on that collab beat that they used for my story.
Yes, he did. He ain't got no choice.
I mean, like AZ know how to pick a beat, but that whole album, it's only because Nas is on it that it's going to be celebrated. But Preemo needs to do a remix for that whole album and redeem himself. Peace.
I agree. Peace. Thank you for calling in, fam. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Regardless to what, this album, DJ Premier jersey is still up there. I'm not going to ever say anything. His jersey's still up there. 480, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Merciful. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I can't complain. Ain't nobody listening. But what's up with you?
Yeah, I was calling, man, because I heard the last caller that you had, and I agree with him so much.
Okay, expound on it as much as you could.
You could tell by his management. I don't know if Premier feels like he needs to be further in his career or get more connections, but you could tell by the people that surrounding him. They sound like yes men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, got you.
You could tell by the how you used to say a lot of times, like it the music messes up your bop. You can't
right. Yo, I was He almost had me like on the intro and the second joint, and I was like, then I started listening. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? Like something missing. This ain't Preemo.
Right. So you could tell by the that and the engineering that it's, I mean, even how the tracks cut off at the end. You're like, yo, what the hell is going on here?
Right.
So that I'm not gonna say the album was trash because I don't think it was. I think it was just the Sonics. I don't even think he's inspired no more.
Premier, that is.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
I feel like that too. I think Nas, Nas can't miss regardless. Like that dude never be corny in any way. Like we ain't gonna get that twisted, But I just was me being a producer. Premier was one of those ones that made you go cut on the machines. Oh, you heard this? Anyway.
The samples and everything.
The samples and everything, the way he chopped the drums. I know the break beat that he chopped. I know that was the way he did Impeach the President, the way he did Impeach the President on that's Impeach the President on Biggie Small is the illest. Dun, dun, dun. The way he did Impeach the President, live from Bedford Stuyvesant, the way, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and he's known for his drums.
Right. Where was the drums?
Right.
Where was them? That's what I'm telling you. That was the problem. Where was the drums that signify boom bap? Yeah, it wasn't. It's not boom bap. Yeah, but let me get some some more callers in. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, brother.
Yes, sir. Yo, DJ Premier used to make them beats. Think about 570. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Devon, man, New Jersey.
Jersey in the building. All right, give me your take on this. What you thinking about the album?
Listen, man, I was waiting forever to download that joint, right? And after I sat and listened to it the first time, I was extremely disappointed from the production here. I thought I was going to hear like at least like a Moment of Truth type vibe, you know what I'm saying? At least something from that bag. But yeah, I was definitely disappointed. DJ Premier been like my favorite producer for a long time, but he definitely dropped the ball with this one.
Got you. All right, man. I appreciate your call, man. Thank you for calling.
No doubt.
Yep. Peace. All right, keep them rolling. Keep them rolling. 860, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Ville Hallway, Hartford, Connecticut. What's good?
Oh, goodness gracious. This dude right here could rap. I want to say this dude, he did a chorus that was, I was like, damn, I was wanting to hear a chorus. What you thinking about the album, bro? Because you got to be careful because you're a rapper, so no, go ahead. What you think?
Man, I always was a beat guy, man. Like the beat make you rap, period. You feel me? So the beat ain't on nothing. I don't really want to hear it, but I want to go back to even Ransom shit. Like people forgot about that one. Like the Ransom joint wasn't all that neither.
I didn't even say nothing about that because Ran is my man. I'm
gonna be real about Ransom. It's the beats.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't even want to diss the album because he finally got a Preemo album. You know, everybody wants that on their resume, but I didn't like the Ransom album neither. I didn't like the Rock Marciano album with him. I didn't like none of that shit. I was just being real. I didn't like none of that. I didn't like the De La Soul beats. I didn't like none of that. But go ahead.
Just like I said in the comments, I think this gonna be like the last we had them whole joints. Preemo doing like, no matter everybody just giving excuses to why it's fire, like pure hip hop. Man, stop saying it's pure. Like which beat is fire? Like really tell me which one that's fire. Don't just say it's pure and all this other bullshit.
Like we don't know hip hop.
Yeah, like man, that shit is not hitting, bro.
Right. Yo, but shout out
to you want to rap or nothing.
Shout out to you, yo. Y'all don't got that y'all don't got that joint that you on none of the streaming platforms, the DSPs?
Yeah, it's up on there now. Happy birthday, Fuego Bass. Featuring Ville Hallway, King Bobby. Yeah, we working working on the we got a joint because we Fuego bass artists, so we do our thing with bass.
Okay.
You feel me? We be pushing bass, so we working on music right now to get it done. But we already got a project out. I sent it to you. I'm about to hit you for some promo too, but
okay.
The engineer slacking, ain't mixing.
What made you come
right
up with that flow to that beat? And that was a hook. I thought you was rapping. What made you come up with that flow?
I took it out the verse. The beat, like I said, like the beat.
Yeah.
That's the base of everything. That make you do what you want to do. If the beat ain't hitting, I don't even want to get on it. You heard?
Now, I want the audience to know, I don't know you from nowhere, but I was just like, yo, this shit is fire. You didn't, I mean, I seen you was following, well, I don't even think you was following me, but you knew who I was. But I just seen it and I was like, yo, this is fire right here. I didn't even, this wasn't no promo, this wasn't nothing. I just liked the music and I was like, yo, nah, this right here, fire. This right here, fire.
Good luck. Nah, Steve Starks had hit me up and shit and said y'all know each other.
That's my bro.
I think you heard it on his shit. But yeah,
yeah, that's my bro.
We've been out here in Connecticut, like I already know, like we've been fans of everything, like coming from New York, Jersey, all that. So,
right.
Make a long story short, we've been doing this shit for a long time, and we like on almost like with some upstate shit. Like we never stopped. Like we never got on that ATL shit. Like we just try to make our point of view. You feel me? Our East Coast shit. That stick to that original shit, but make it be fire and it's in detail and it don't sound dated. It just revamp. You heard?
Right. Now I got
that joint about.
Put you in the chat. Do me a favor. Get the record and put it in the chat if you could. Put the record in the chat.
The YouTube or the Spotify joint.
Put the YouTube. Yeah, put the YouTube. The YouTube would be perfect. The YouTube would be perfect.
All right.
Yep. All right.
Look, I'm gonna definitely hit you soon when we get this shit right though.
Later on, bro. Yep. All right. Yep. If he could put the YouTube, hold on. 336, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what up? This is Frank. I'm calling out of New York.
New York? What part of New York? Nobody say New York, bro. What part you in?
I'm in Yonkers, man.
Okay, all right. Just say Yonkers, bro. You can't be like New York. What's good, though? All right, what you thought about the album?
Yo, for real. Let me say this first. Appreciate you having me up. I think for most people, this album would be bad regardless because in most people's eyes, they're putting this album up against too many classics. If you go in trying to say, all right, is this going to be another Illmatic, you're going to lose off the top. It'll never be another Illmatic. Are you following me? So if you going in thinking that you're going to hear another Illmatic or another It Was Written, you're not going to get it. Secondly, I think that this is one of his best albums. I think it was better than two of his Magics, and I think it's better than one of his King's Disease out of his last project. So, was it his best work? No, but he's got a lot of subpar work out there because he's got mad albums. Are you following me?
No. because at the end of the day, like, yo, you when you take the job, you gotta do the job. Like you know, I can't do sheetrock and have a crooked corner and say, yo, I was doing mad sheetrock. That doesn't mean anything.
So do you think that all of Nas's albums have been great?
Me, on my opinion, no. But Nas is Nas. I can't front on Nas. So this is what I do with Nas.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but no.
I'm putting.
But see, I people like Hit Boy. Hit Boy is not a legendary producer, so you know that's a series. It's hit or miss. But when we've been waiting, Nas and Preemo supposed to do an album since the 90s,
and that's what I'm getting at right there. That's what I'm getting at right there. Even Nas and Premier put the standard up there. Once they like, oh, this is coming out, we finally, this is it, this is gonna be. They already setting this tone, saying this is gonna be another classic album, and you can't put albums up to Titans like it was written in Illmatic. I think this is one of his best projects out of his subpar work. Let me put it like that.
That's not saying nothing, no. That's not out of his subpar. This is what. Listen, I want to say something.
We both agree he's got subpar work, right?
But everybody does. I'm not saying he don't. Everybody does. I'm just saying, bro, it is DJ Premier. I don't even want to say Nas though, cause I feel bad saying, cause it make it seem like I'm going against Nas. I'm not going against Nas.
Well, you got to. You got to.
Nah.
If you're talking about this project, you got to go against Nas.
Let me tell you why I don't go against Nas.
Both of their names are on the album.
Let me tell you why I don't go against Nas. Because Nas showed that as an MC, he could rhyme to anything. And I respect that. But that don't mean that what you rhyming to is dope. That's it.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
He could rhyme to anything. A real MC, you put on any beat, they gonna spit. But the problem is, are we gonna be playing this later? I don't think so. I don't think so. But yo, I appreciate your call. Let me get some more callers in.
All
right.
Thank
Peace.
You.
Yep.
Peace.
Yeah, I don't want to put it on Nas though. I don't really want to blame Nas. Like people say he picked the beats. You know, I think sometimes schedule conflicts. He sent in a batch and he just rhymed. 617, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Twins Boston, man. What's good, doggy?
Chilling. I can't complain. Ain't nobody listening. But
yeah, this is my first time ever calling on these things. But I just want to say I agree with you with the Nas album. I was just in the call with my girl like the other day, and I was like, man, this ain't Premier, man. This was something I was supposed to have been excited about, and it didn't turn out that way.
It is what it is. You listen to it in the car, you listen to it in the headphones, you listen to.
And that's exactly where I was listening to it. I was like, man, I'm in the car. I'm like, and it's not hitting. I hate to say it was kind of like boring a little bit.
Right.
And my man said it too. Even with the song he was shouting out the women, I agree. But when he brought the sexy red, I'm not like a hater like that. But I'm like, come on, the otter woman, like, come on, bro. It just didn't hit the way it was supposed to hit. And like you said, the Carmen and that Pete Rock. Now Premier kept that formula like how Pete Rock kept his classic formula. It would have been fire.
Right. I got you, bro. All right, thank you for calling in.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yo, thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the cash apps. They still calling. Hold on. 812. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, my name is Tory Pendleton. What's up?
What's going on? Where you calling from?
Man, I'm coming from Indiana, man. That's the first time I've, I'm saying, it's good to speak with you, my man, because, I'm saying, you one of, like, the best people doing this type of the platform, man. So you one of my favorites for sure, doggy.
I appreciate it. So what's your thoughts on this album?
Man, like you just said, man, lyrically, Nas and his voice is always going to dominate, I'll say, any type of beat, right? But as far as the beats ain't beaten, like you said. So if he had the beats to complement those lyrics, like we used to, it's just, saying it would be all together. It would be a complete thing. But yeah, I have a problem like you. I listen to the album. It's kind of like a sleepy album.
Yeah. All right. Yo, I thank you for calling, man. I appreciate your call, man. Let me get some more callers in. I appreciate you, bro.
You already know, Big Pimpin'.
All right, peace. Vanguardian TV said the streets love this album. There ain't no streets no more. Get up out of here with that. The streets. 469, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, doggy?
What's going on?
I finally got in, man. This Brandon from Dallas.
What's going on? All right, what's going on, bro? What you thinking?
I want to say this. I appreciate your show, man. I've been a member. Man, keep pushing. We watching, and I appreciate your commentary and not being biased. I'm a super Nas fan. I came to New York to the Garden to watch the one night only, him do the KD3 series, the Magic series. Beautiful. He did 35 songs. It was the best Nas show I ever been to. I've been to I go to Nas show every time he touched down. I fly to Nas shows everywhere. This is one of the worst albums that I've ever heard Nas do. I can't believe that Preemo, that they listened to this. Whoever mixed this album, it was bad. Whoever mixed the KD series and the Magic series, they should have let him do this because he was a Grammy Award winning mixer. He got a Grammy for mixing albums, a couple of them. But this sonically don't sound right. I ordered this album for Mass Appeal, the vinyl. This is what they thought of the album. It has no artwork. It's just a white vinyl because they had a couple limited edition ones that was autographed. I didn't want those. So just the basic vinyl from Mass Appeal. It's just a white label. Nothing. I ain't even opened it yet. I listened to this stuff. I won't even listen to it. I'm disappointed. And I think we got to give Hit Boy more credit because Hit Boy had Dr. Dre on his album with Nas. He brought the Firm back. He had Lauryn Hill. Come on, man. Like, we got to give more credit. And they won a Grammy for all of that work. If you would tell me Nas would do 6 albums, and out of one of those albums, he would win a Grammy, I could be satisfied with that. He will win a Grammy, and they will be critically acclaimed because I like all the Magics. I like everything. I listen to when you see him perform this live on stage, it sounds different. So I just want to say thank you, man. Appreciate the show, but the album was garbage. People could try to I don't like what Joe Budden's doing either. He trashed the Magic series. They lightly trashed those, but as soon as you get an interview with Nas, now you all D-riding. It's the best album of the year. Like, come on, bro. Where's y'all ear? I don't like that we compromise like this. That's why I love listening to you.
Yeah,
no matter what,
I don't give a. I don't give a.
You don't, and that's why you don't think you had a support. But I'm telling you, you got more support than you think, and people pay attention. And I appreciate you for going live too, because I know you contemplated doing it. Later.
I was like, I want to hit the gym. I was going to hit the gym.
Yeah, but I think you see the engagement now. People waiting on it. And you're like, whoa, man, I'm glad I
let me do this and get it over with. Then I'll go live later. But I appreciate you, bro, for calling.
For sure. For sure. Peace. Salute, black man.
Sure, salute. All right, y'all. I guess it'll be a lot of wrestling in the comments from here. You are entitled to your opinion. I guess we're all giving our opinion. I do want to say one thing that's the most important thing out of all of this, and I always say this. Regardless to what, we're talking about the music. That's the most important thing. We're not talking about nothing else. So y'all all got to big yourself up. Y'all all got to congratulate yourself for even being in this conversation, because regardless to what, yo, we talking about music, y'all. Look how many people is here. Look how many people are calling in. Look how many people going to comment. Regardless, we're talking about music. So we won for that. Thank for Nas and Premier to doing something that we discussing. Yo, we're talking about music, y'all. Do you know how important that is for us to talk about music, about hip hop, where we talking about music? So I'm glad whether you agree with me, don't agree with me. We're talking about music. We're actually talking about beats and rhymes. We didn't talk about beef. We didn't talk about who knocked who out. We not talking about who's a snitch, who's a rat. We're not talking about who's in the gang. We're talking about music. We're talking about music. So that makes us all winners, because we're having a discussion about music. You know how important that is in these days and times? You know how important that is for us to be discussing the actual music? You don't have to agree with my opinion. I don't have to agree with yours. But we're talking about the music. We got like 500 people in here, and we talking about music. Whether we love it or we hate it. That's the realest shit going on today. That we talking about music. Yeah, we could hit them with the sensationalized stuff. We could talk about that, but we talking about one of the greatest MCs of all time and one of the greatest producers of all time, collaborating on a project in 2025. Do you know how rare it is to be talking about music right now? See, other people get away with it. They could talk about it because they're so-called hip-hop elitists and they got these big brands behind them. It's Doggie Diamonds TV. We talking about music. We talking about music. I'm going to take one more caller before we go. 708, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Chicago.
Uh-oh, Chicago. What part of Chicago?
City of Wind, west side, the best side.
See, I don't know. I heard it was like south suburbs and I heard it's just all types of what was it, Country Club Hill? That's what it's called, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the south side, south suburbs.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you know where we from, suburbs mean that it's good living. I heard suburbs don't mean good living where y'all from.
Nah, nope.
Okay, yeah, because you know suburbs mean nice houses and the crime rate is low. Y'all even Chirac messed up the damn suburbs. But what you thinking right now about this album?
I like the album. It's pretty dope.
Okay.
And nice nostalgia, but I would say this. I think, you know what I think the problem with Preemo is?
Mm-hmm.
Where people like trying to get down on him, he not recording in D&D studios no more. Like he lost, you know the certain energy that D&D brought to him and other artists.
Mm-hmm.
Once that left, the so-called fall off or whatever came once D&D was no more.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be onto something. I'm trying to think if he had leftover beats or yeah. All right, it is what it is, man. Chicago in the building. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for calling. So you was my last caller. I'ma sign out. I appreciate you for calling.
All right,
Peace. Somebody said, but you hating on a great album. See, could we address the hate thing again? Let me, because I do this ever so often.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
When you like something, you glazing. When you dislike something, you hating. What happened to like and dislike? This is why people don't want to say what they like, because you get called glazers. And you don't want to express something that you don't like because nobody wants to be a hater. Stop saying hating and glazing when you're describing people's opinion. That shit is corny. That's like the most immature thing. And if you ever call me a glazer or a hater in my presence, I bet you'll be looking up at the sky like 10 seconds later. Because at the end of the day, you got a right to not like what you don't like. This is nothing but barbershop talk, corner talk. I know a lot of y'all missed that. I know a lot of niggas wasn't outside. This ain't nothing but barbershop talk, corner talk, drinking 40s talk back in the days. This all it was. This is what we doing. People argued their point. People argue what they thought, but people think certain shit is trash. Certain people think certain shit is dope. But what I did was I gave you the opportunity to call. I didn't tell you. I don't know these people calling. I know one person calling, the homie from Connecticut. So it's like, oh, you hating. You glazing. How old are y'all niggas, man? That's how y'all talk to y'all peers? We really got to get on grown men time when we have discussion with grown-ass men. Some of us is too old to be talking like little-ass girls on the internet. You glazing. You're hating. Y'all gotta stop with that. Y'all gotta stop with that. If you don't like something, I'm going to be very, very particular how I argue my point. I'm not going to say you a hater. If I ask you why you don't like something and you say just because, then maybe you just want some hating shit. But all of that, you're hating is very, very weird. Station identification, please. subscribe to my YouTube. And many people always ask me, yo, man, I want to do an interview. How do I do an interview with you? Listen, you could get interviewed on Doggie Diamonds TV, this channel right here. Just hit me up on IG at Doggie Diamonds. Gotta hop on this special offer. It's a 35-minute interview that includes social media promo. It could be live stream or tape. And an additional guest could be in your interview. Just hit me up at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. So, again, congratulations to y'all. Salute to y'all for partaking in this conversation. Talking about hip hop is very, very important. Yeah, I got to hit y'all with some of that sensationalized BS in a little while. The algorithm calls for it. But the dope thing, this right here is what's important. This is what's important. And this right here is what really bands us together and brings us together. And we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Before I go, now accepting new clients, consultation with Coach Kandaka. And this is for artists, podcasters, business owners, content creators like myself. The services include social media growth, brand clarity, organic supporter building, rollout strategy, product management, and monetization strategy. Just DM at Coach Kandaka to book your session now. So yeah, I do want to say, I want to big up an album. Listen, that Conway album is fucking fire. Yo, that Conway album is fire. I just want to say that before I go. But with that being said, I got a lot to do. I ain't had a yogurt today. I got to eat a meal, get this workout in, come back later on. We going to talk about it. I appreciate y'all. As always, make sure you follow me on all social media at Doggie Diamonds. On Instagram is at Doggie Diamonds TV2. Everything pertaining to me, the links are all in the description box. Everything is in the description box. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. Okay. Y'all can hear why I brag about beats, Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Okay. Imagine Nas on this. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.